Psychological tricks to make a man think of you all the time. Secrets only 1% of women know. Want to know how to make a man think about you nonstop? What I'm about to share are psychological tricks that only 1% of women know. These aren't your typical tips or shallow advice. No, these strategies go deeper. They're rooted in psychology and human behavior, and when you use them, he won't be able to get you out of his mind. But before we dive into these powerful tricks, it's important to lay a solid foundation. In order to make these techniques work, you need to first have the right mindset and approach. Most women make a huge mistake by focusing on the wrong things. But with the right mindset, you'll know how to create a lasting impression without coming across as needy or manipulative. Confidence over neediness. Confidence is key. A man will think of you when you truly value yourself and project that self-worth. It's all about knowing that you're worthy of his attention and being comfortable in your own skin. Neediness, on the other hand, is a huge turnoff because it communicates insecurity. Instead of seeking constant reassurance from him, focus on showing that you're secure and confident with or without his attention. For instance, instead of anxiously waiting for his text and overthinking every response, go about your day confidently. You don't need to drop everything for him. When you show that you have a fulfilling life outside of the relationship, it makes you more attractive. Confidence, after all, creates desire. Authenticity. Being authentic is equally important. Trying to manipulate someone's emotions or pretending to be someone you're not will backfire in the long run. Men think about women who leave a genuine mark on them, not those who are playing games. Authenticity makes you stand out because it creates a sense of trust and emotional safety. It's not about playing hard to get or acting distant, but about striking the right balance between mystery and honesty. When you're genuinely yourself, you don't have to pretend or overthink. He'll appreciate your realness, and that's something that sticks in his mind. Emotional control. Another key aspect is emotional control. You have to be emotionally intelligent in your reactions. Instead of being reactive or overly emotional in difficult situations, take a step back and maintain your composure. Men remember women who handle challenges with grace. For example, if there's a misunderstanding, instead of reacting impulsively or emotionally, respond in a calm and mature manner. When he sees that you're not easily rattled, he'll realize you're someone grounded and worth thinking about. Emotional control demonstrates strength, and that's something that sticks. Now that we've established the importance of having the right mindset, it's time to dive into the key psychological factors that will truly make a lasting impact. Number 1, leave sensory cues. One of the most powerful ways to stay on his mind is by engaging his senses, particularly smell and touch. Scent is especially impactful because it's closely linked to memory and emotions. Wearing a signature fragrance can make him think of you every time he encounters a similar smell. Let's say you wear a particular perfume on your dates. Over time, that scent becomes associated with you in his mind. Or perhaps you leave behind a scarf or an item with your scent on it. These subtle sensory cues will make him think of you even when you're not around. The next time he smells something similar, it'll trigger memories of you, whether you're together or not. Psychological backing. Scent has a direct link to the brain's memory and emotion centers, specifically the hippocampus and amygdala. This connection makes it one of the most powerful triggers for memory recall. By engaging his senses in this way, you're essentially embedding yourself into his subconscious. He won't just remember moments, he'll feel the emotional connection that comes with them. Number 2, use emotional anchoring. Next, use emotional anchoring to make him feel a deep connection to you. When you associate yourself with positive and strong emotions, he'll automatically connect you to those feelings. People remember how you make them feel far more than what you say or do. Create memorable emotional experiences, whether it's through laughter, fun, or deep conversations. When you're the source of positive, meaningful connections, he'll naturally associate you with those moments. Whether it's an exciting activity or a shared joke, those experiences leave an emotional imprint. Next time he feels similar emotions, he'll think of you, even when you're not together. Psychological backing. Emotions are glue to the memory. According to psychological research, emotional experiences enhance memory retention and can create long-lasting associations. By becoming a source of positive emotions in his life, You'll embed yourself in his mind, making you unforgettable. Number 3. The art of scarcity. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available and responsive, he'll begin to take your presence for granted. But if you're a little scarce with your time and attention, it'll make him appreciate every moment he has with you. Don't always respond to his texts immediately, and don't cancel your plans just because he wants to see you. Instead, let him work for your attention and make him feel that your time is valuable. That'll make him cherish each interaction more, and he'll think about you when you're not around. Psychological backing. This taps into the scarcity principle, which states that people place a higher value on things that are rare or less accessible. When something feels limited, it becomes more desirable. By applying this principle to your time and attention, you create a sense of exclusivity that keeps him hooked and wanting more. Number 4. Create a shared goal or dream. One of the best ways to stay on his mind is to create a shared experience or dream. By aligning your future goals with his, you'll foster a connection that's deeper than just attraction. This could be something as simple as planning a future trip together or even working on a fun project as a team. When you both have something to look forward to, especially if it's tied to your relationship, it builds a sense of excitement and anticipation. These shared goals or dreams can be small, like taking up a hobby together, or big, like planning your next adventure. Psychological backing. Shared goals foster deeper connections and create a sense of partnership that makes you feel like you're building something together. Psychologically, when two people have something they're working toward as a team, they form a stronger emotional bond. It's no longer just about the present. You're actively tying yourself to his future. This makes him think about you not only in the moment, but as part of his longer-term plans. Number 5. The push-pull technique. Another highly effective technique for making him think about you is the push-pull dynamic. This method is all about keeping a balance between being affectionate and slightly distant, which adds excitement and uncertainty to your interactions. For instance, you might give him a lot of attention one day, engage in deep conversations, and make him feel special. But the next day you might be a bit more distant. Perhaps you're busy with your own life, not replying to text immediately or spending some time apart. Then, when you do reconnect, it feels even more special because the slight distance has made him appreciate your time together. Psychological backing. This technique triggers intermittent reinforcement, which is one of the most addictive psychological patterns. It's the same principle that keeps people hooked on slot machines. The brain becomes hyper-focused on figuring out when the next reward or connection will come. This type of unpredictable attention is not only exciting, but also keeps his brain actively thinking about you. The push-pull dynamic creates an emotional roller coaster that leaves him wanting more, ensuring you stay on his mind.